Welcome to Ballet Wise. My name is Michael Wise, its host and its creator. The last couple of weeks, if you haven't noticed, we've been covering the subject matter of what it takes to become a professional dancer. And it's like I've said in other videos, that being a professional dancer is kind of like a cocktail. You've got bits and pieces from all these things that combine together to create this magical dancer. Well, we're going to come to its conclusion today, and we're going to be talking about the last thing. And it's basically what makes you an individual, what makes you special, probably a little bit weird. Because each of us, we all have the ability to put ourselves into our movement. We all have personalities, we have our dreams, we have our hopes, we have our emotions. And we, as dancers, have to be able to convey those feelings in our movement. And that's not just in a step. That's our entire body. It's like it's something that is bigger than all of us. The best of the best in the world, and you can watch them. They quite often will have a level of intensity, a level of feeling, a level of heart in everything they do. And a lot of people call it the it factor or your special ability. But the reality is, it's always been a part of you, and it is a part of you. I'm going to use myself as an example. I love life. I'm a very positive person. I have very strong emotions, and I'm really intense. So no matter what I did, I would always show that joy that I was feeling. I could show the emotions that I was feeling. And sometimes you have to feel that emotion at such a level that your body just can't contain it. But that combined with my intensity, and I'm just going to suck the oxygen out of the room. Now, we all have this ability, but it comes from you have to believe in yourself, you have to be confident with yourself, and you can't be embarrassed. You have to learn to let go, to be that emotional creature. And you have to feel comfortable doing that anywhere. You've got to be able to do it in that rehearsal. You've got to be able to do it on the stage. There are going to be times where you may have to perform for a really small audience, and you have to lay it all out. Now, there are dancers that are out there in professional companies that may not necessarily show that side of themselves. But those are usually the dancers that aren't going to be at the top of the company. They're quite often going to be the dancers that are going to stay in the court of ballet. So becoming a professional ballet dancer is more than just settling for the lowest level. Our goal is to experience everything that company has to offer, all of its repertoire, all of its parts. And you're only going to be able to do that if you can set yourself apart from everyone. Now, we're not referring to the way you act. What we're referring to is when you dance, you have to convey what makes you an individual, what makes you someone that I want to watch. The beauty of ballet is it's such a disciplined and confined art form. But then we have to take our chaos, which are our emotions, our feelings, our intensity, all those components, all those things that make us who we are. We have to be able to just push it through the cracks. We have to take what we already do and now learn to say it with passion. and importance. That's what makes the best dancers the best. Ballet is an art. It's not just the technique. It's not the mindset. It's not just the connections that you meet. It's a cocktail. And each of those pieces are important. But if you cannot bring out that individualism, what makes you different, beautiful, wonderful, but only you have it. You have to be comfortable and believe that's who you are. And you have to believe and look forward to releasing it into the way your body moves, into that character. When you do that arabesque, let that energy just swell through your body and just feel like it's pushing out. But it has to not only show in your face, but in every part of your body. Ballet in itself is more than each of these pieces. But when you combine them, that's what a dancer is. And the small group of you out there that can combine as many of them as possible, and they can raise themselves up, they'll have the right mindset. They'll work properly in class. They're going to develop connections because they're going to stand out. And when they dance, their body just sings. It conveys emotion. It conveys the artistry. And you stop being just the dancer and you become the artist. Becoming a professional dancer takes all of us, every part of ourselves, every part of you. And for some, it's the only way we know how to live. And for others, it's something they're almost afraid of. Not everyone is cut out to be a professional dancer. I've said it before and I will continue to say it. But for a select few who wear every part of their heart on their sleeves, that they don't know how to stop performing when they're in class. For those that technique is just another language, it's how we communicate. When they get into class, you get to see their ugly face because they're so dialed in, they're pushing so hard. Some of them, ballet is life. So becoming a professional dancer isn't for everyone. But understanding what it takes could be your first step to moving in that direction. So if you haven't seen the other videos, you need to go back, study them, because it's going to give you a window into what it really takes. The mindset, the way you work, how you build your connections, and the fact that you can truly show yourself, all of yourself, in the way you move, the way you perform, and the way you're going to live. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you have questions, leave us a comment. We always will respond to them. Our goal here, because so many of you out there don't really have a mentor, you don't actually have somebody that's talking to you, well, let us be that for you. So remember, keep dancing and be the best person you can be. Bye.